Today I'm going to show you how to use Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is used for right triangles when you're trying to find a missing side. So for a right triangle, the two sides that make up the right angle are called the legs. The opposite side of the right angle is called the hypotenuse. And the formula that we're going to use is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Your legs are your a and b. And then your hypotenuse is your c. So let's try this example. So I see we're looking for the c. So we can make a are 8, B are 15. It doesn't matter which order you put those in. So we're going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So my a squared is 8 squared, my b squared is 15 squared, and I don't know my c squared. That's what I'm trying to find. So 8 times 8 is 64. 15 times 15 is 225. Equals c squared. We add up those two numbers. 64 plus 225 is 289 equals c squared. And now we do the square root. What times what is 289? So we're going to do the square root of 289, and that'll give us our c. So the square root of 289 is 17. So my hypotenuse is 17 feet. The hypotenuse will always be your longest side. When you have fractions, you're still going to follow the same formula. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Doesn't matter what we call the a and the b. I'm just going to label them as long as there are legs. Those are the two sides that make up the 90-degree angle. So I'm going to do 3/10, and I have to put that in parentheses and square it, plus 2/5 in parentheses and square it, equals c squared. So now 3 times 3 is 9, 10 times 10 is 100. Everything gets squared. Plus 2 times 2 is 4, 5 times 5 is 25. And that equals c squared. So 4/25, if I change that to hundreds, this times 4, that'd be 16 hundredths. So we're going to add 9 plus 16, which is 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths simplifies to be 1/4. So 1/4 equals c squared. Now we have to do the square root of 1/4. The square root of 1/4 is 1/2. So c equals 1/2 inches. This time we are looking for one of the legs, and they actually labeled that an A for us. I'm given the hypotenuse, and I'm given the other leg. So once again, I like to write out my formula each time. Now I'm going to substitute in. So a squared we don't know. B squared is 2.1, and c is 2.9 squared. So I rewrite a squared plus, and then 2.1 squared is 4.41 equals 2.9 squared is 8.41. Now I have a little equation I need to solve. So I'm going to subtract 4.41, subtract 4.41. So now I have a squared equals 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. So my missing leg is 2. Let's see if that makes sense. So my hypotenuse is my longest side. So 2.9 is my longest side. So I know A should be lower than 2.9, and it is. I hope you now understand using the Pythagorean theorem. Have a great day.